Hi everyone, welcome back to my DevOps Career YouTube channel. Today I am going to show you a real-time AWS production scenario where the application team sent an email stating that they require IAM user and S3 bucket with restrictive access. I will implement this as a cloud engineer and I will explain every step how we are going to do this in the AWS console. Before we start the implementation, let me explain the email requirement. The email clearly mentions the user name is Yogesh. The service required for access is Amazon S3. The region where we need to create this resource is in Mumbai region, and the access is only to the S3 bucket. This is a very common enterprise request and it follows the principle of least privileges. As a cloud engineer, we should never give extra permissions beyond what is expected. So let's quickly jump into AWS console and implement this scenario. So first we need to create IAM user. So for this, we need to go to a service called IAM, Identity Access Management. So here on the left side, you can see users. So now let's create the IAM user. So click on create users. The user name is Yogesh. So I'm going to provide management console access because the user need to log in via browser. So now I will set up customized password and force the user to change the password at next login. So user must create a new password at next immediate login. Okay. And click on next and click on next. So I will create a user called Yogesh. Okay. Now the user has created successfully. Now let me go back to the users. Okay. The next thing what we have to do is we have to go to simple storage service called S3 and we create a bucket. So click on this create bucket. So simply, for example, I will give the bucket name as Yogesh app S3 bucket 2026. Okay. I'm keeping block all public access enabled because this bucket must be private. So now go down, click on create a bucket. So now we have created a bucket in the Mumbai region with a name called Yogesh App S3 Bucket 2026. Here you can see we have other buckets as well. But as per the email states that Yogesh has has to get access only to this Yogesh app S3 bucket 2026. Okay. Now we'll go back to IAM and create a customer managed policy. Okay. Click on these policies and create a policy. And policy is a JSON statement where it provides required permissions to the users. Okay. I have already copied and prepared my JSON script. Okay, JSON document which contains least privileges. So here in this policy, I am giving put object. It means the user can upload a file to the bucket, to this bucket. Okay, and get object. It means download. List object, list bucket. So you can list the buckets. So this is the least privileges bucket policy. It contains only specific resource called the bucket name. Click on next. Now click give the Yogesh bucket policy, create a policy. Now we have successfully created the policy. Now we need to attach this policy to the user called Yogesh. So click on this users and click on the user called Yogesh, and you can add permissions. Click on add permissions and click on attach policy directly. So search for the policy which we have created earlier. This is a policy and it has least privileges. So we are providing only access to this bucket, only to upload and download and view the bucket. Click on next, and we have added the permissions to this one. Now to test this one, we need to log into the user called Yogesh. So click on the security credentials, copy the console signing link, and I have already opened my Edge browser. The username is Yogesh. Okay. Now I have given the customized password, sign in. So I have to change the password and confirm the password. I have given the new password again. So now the user has successfully logged into the AWS console by using the user called Yogesh. So now we need to test the access which we have provided to Yogesh. So let me go to service called EC2, Elastic Compute Cloud. So here, if you see here, click on the instances. User doesn't have any permissions in the service called EC2. Okay. Now let me go to IAM, Identity Access Management, where we create and manage users, groups, policies, and roles. So click on the users. The user doesn't have permissions to list the users in the IAM console. Okay. Now we'll go for S3, where we have provided access to Yogesh for his one particular bucket. So the particular bucket is this one. So let me click the other buckets first. Click here. It shows that this bucket doesn't have access for Yogesh. And click on destination bucket, no access. Now we go to this bucket. It means now you can see here there is no error. So we have provided least privileges to user called Yogesh to only view, upload, download on this S3 bucket only. Let me upload a file. So add file. So go desktop. So I will upload this Chrome setup. Upload. Now you can see the file has uploaded. It means it clearly shows Yogesh has access to this particular bucket. Okay. As interview point of view, okay, we never use AWS managed policies to provide access to the users. Always we use customer managed IAM policies, which has customized policies. So enable console access only when required. Okay, never use root user for daily tasks. That is all about this video. And if this video helps you, please like, share, and subscribe my YouTube channel. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you.